From the trusted team behind 48 Hours, welcome to Case by Case, your weekly update on the biggest true crime stories unfolding right now. From high-profile trials to major breaks in cold cases. Follow and listen to 48 Hours, Case by Case, wherever you get your podcasts.
Welcome to KENS 5 at 10. I'm Simone Simpson. Our top story tonight, the father of a murdered victim is speaking to the media for the first time. In April of 2024, deputies say Ricky de los Santos Jr. was shot and killed by his best friend Daniel Hernandez in far South Bexar County. Hernandez was out on bail, but is now back in jail after leading authorities on a high-speed chase. KENS 5 reporter Mike Jimenez spoke with Ricky's father about this latest development.
They give these $150,000 for taking a life. It's pathetic.
Frustration from Ricky de los Santos Sr. at what he called leniency given to his son's accused killer, 18-year-old Daniel Hernandez. In April of 2024, Hernandez was arrested for the murder of 18-year-old Ricky de los Santos Jr. at a home in far South Bexar County.
That was his best friend from fourth grade, They were friends since fourth grade.
According to an arrest warrant, Hernandez went to de los Santos' home the night of the murder.
My son just told me that Daniel's coming over like a regular night.
But hours later, Ricky's father says his nightmare began. At some point, investigators say Hernandez pulled out a knockoff AK-47 type gun and shot de los Santos multiple times.
My son calls me and tells me that Daniel shot him. And so I got up and ran to the backyard, and my son was on the ground with 2 bullet holes. All I can remember is my son tells me, I love you, Dad, and don't let me die.
An hour later, Hernandez was pronounced dead at a hospital. Deputies say before Ricky died, he also made a dying declaration to his girlfriend and law enforcement that Hernandez was the one who shot him. Deputies say Hernandez went to Ricky's home to look at shoes, but that's something his father says is not true.
He wasn't trying to sell nothing. They after they shot him, they took his shoes.
A second suspect, 17-year-old Diego Salazar, was also arrested on a murder warrant, accused of driving Hernandez to Ricky's home. Hernandez was given a $150,000 bond and was out of jail. But on Thursday, Hernandez led DPS troopers on a high-speed chase that reached speeds of more than 100 miles per hour. It all started when troopers tried to pull over Hernandez for a routine traffic violation near Bandera Road and Loop 410. But instead, they say Hernandez sped off. The chase finally came to an end near Old Pearsall Road and Five Palms Drive, where Hernandez was taken into custody. Ricky's father says after this latest arrest, he hopes the judge will be tougher on Hernandez as he continues his fight for justice for his son.
We're broken, man. We're totally broken. Everybody says time will heal and stuff like that, But that's not true, Every day I miss him. I have to be his voice. He can't, he's gone, but I'm not going to let his death be in vain.
Now, according to online court records, a judge upped Hernandez's bond to $300,000 with a condition of full house arrest. And Hernandez was also given a $30,000 bond for the evading charge, and at last check is still in the Bexar County Jail. Mike Jimenez, KENS 5.
Thank you, Mike. Tonight, the family of 17-year-old Joy Rodriguez gathering and honoring his memory by hosting a balloon release. Joy, known to family as Baby Joy, was left brain dead after falling from a vehicle as he celebrated a Spurs win recently. He was taken off life support Tuesday afternoon. Tonight, friends and loved ones gathered at Concepcion Park released red, black, and white balloons. We spoke with Joey's grandmother, who says he was a caring and loving person. She adds he would have loved seeing all the support that has come to his family.
I'm sure that's one thing that he probably had conversation with God with. I'm leaving here, you make sure my family's, taken care of, and, and letting everybody know that as much as we love him, that he also loved us.
Denise adds it was an unfortunate accident what happened to her grandson, reminding everyone to follow safety protocols when celebrating for the Spurs. In other news, officials say a fire on the far west side killed several pets and damaged 2 homes this morning at 10:30. SAFD says firefighters were called to the 10,100 block of Wood Trail for a structure fire, where they say they found heavy flames and smoke between 2 neighboring homes. Officers add the blaze had spread from one home to the other. The residents were safely evacuated, but the homes were too damaged for living. As fire officials say, several cats and dogs were found dead. Investigators have yet to determine how many died or where the fire started. A man is dead after an overnight shooting on the northwest side. Police responded to a call for an injured person on 2109 Vance Jackson just before 1 a.m. While EMS was treating the victim, they discovered he had been shot. He was pronounced dead on scene. Investigators are looking into whether the incident is related to a call for a shooting about a block away. Turning now to the latest in the war in Iran. The U.S. military is releasing video of strikes on radar sites along Iran's coast after they say Iran launched drones towards ships near the Strait of Hormuz. This is a look at video from U.S. Central Command. Iran later fired missiles at 2 U.S. Gulf allies, Kuwait and Bahrain, and Tehran is accusing the U.S. of violating the ceasefire. Negotiations to end the war remain tied to what's happening in Lebanon. Officials there report 35 deaths from Israeli strikes in the last day. Israel says it continues to target the Iranian-backed military group Hezbollah, which has vowed to keep fighting. Time right now is 10:28. Another screwworm case detected in Texas. The help for farmers now on the way.
And we have an isolated storm moving through Frio County. It's actually moving through Pearsall, and it is approaching Atascosa County. I'll be providing the details of this storm and also the outlook for the new week coming up.
No one is prepared for what comes after an injury, but when it happens, you need someone to step into the ring and fight for you every step of the way. We don't take that trust lightly. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust.
It's the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. Look out for these stickers to take advantage of great deals on a new Kia. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months, plus $750 retail bonus cash on specially tagged 2026 Sorrento and Sportage vehicles.
If you're craving crispy golden fries, but your bag is empty, that's a sign to check your friend's bag.
Share our $7.50 hot and spicy McChicken bundle or $9.50 McNuggets bundle with your whole crew.
Design you feel in every detail. Technology as innovative as it is effortless. These are luxuries you don't have to wait for. This is Buick now. Buick, exceptional by design. Get 0.9% APR, plus current eligible non-GM owners get up to $2,250 purchase allowance on Encore GX. See your San Antonio area Buick dealers.
So I ran some numbers. You guys might want to consider moving.
Somewhere else?
I doubt it.
These shall ease your grievous throat most readily.
Or maybe a saltwater gargle.
Sold. Congratulations, sir. That is a new record.
You realize a JPEG doesn't count as a financial plan, right?
Maybe. I mean, yes. No?
PNC Bank believes a little boring advice goes a long way.
With schools out for summer, cafeterias like these are empty, but our Texas children still need food and nutrition. That's why Mrs. Baird's Bread has partnered with our area food banks with freshly baked bread this summer. And you can help too. Just scan the QR code on your screen, because together we can fight Texas hunger.
Chevy Silverado drivers will do a lot in the next 5 years. For their families, for their communities. But here's one thing they won't do: pay interest on their new truck. Just announced, for a limited time, get 0% financing for 5 years on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models. Take on new adventures, make new memories, and leave the interest behind.
Chevy drives Texas. Together, let's drive.
It's the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. Look out for these stickers to take advantage of great deals on a new Kia. Get 1.9% APR for up to 48 months, plus $750 retail bonus cash on specially tagged 2026 Carnival vehicles.
Ultimate Pool Party Sale at Family Leisure. Huge savings on pools, spas, and more.
Welcome back. In state headlines tonight, major developments out of the track meet stabbing trial. In an unexpected move on this rare Saturday session of court, the state rested and the defense is now calling witnesses. Carmelo Anthony is charged with murder in the death of Austin McCaff at a high school track meet in April of last year. Today, jurors heard from several more student witnesses, including a teenager who knew both Anthony and McCaff and was sitting under the memorial team tent when the confrontation unfolded. Testimony resumes Monday morning at 9 a.m. Officials have confirmed a second case of screwworm has been found in a calf in Zavala County, about 5 miles from the first case. One screwworm can lay thousands of eggs in its 30-day lifespan. The infestation spreads quickly and can be deadly if left untreated. Yesterday, Governor Greg Abbott issued a disaster declaration promising to provide resources to help farmers and ranchers protect their livestock. Here at home, San Antonio is marking a major milestone in its effort to become more energy efficient. Listen to this. City leaders celebrated the commissioning of a new rooftop solar installation. It's at the Ron Darner Parks and Recreation headquarters on the west side. It's part of the city's $30 million municipal solar program, which was approved by council in 2023. The city estimates the program will generate about $1.8 million in annual savings and offset 11% of the city's annual electricity use. Leaders say the project is another step forward for their goal of reaching zero net energy use in all municipal buildings by 2040. And a day of car shows, all for a good cause. Coming up, we're taking a look at the event veterans celebrated earlier today.
Red McCombs is driven to serve. We'll do whatever our customers need.
Whatever I need?
Whoa! Whatever our customers need when it comes to their vehicles.
I want a bigger truck!
How's that for a bigger truck?
Red McCombs Automotive, driven to serve.
Hope we have insurance for this.
Imagine a financial partner that existed to help you say goodbye to financial stress. Wouldn't that be truly groundbreaking in today's banking landscape? At Credit Human, we think so. Visit our financial health centers or become a member at credithuman.com.
We're coming in hot with the new Hot Honey Crisp What a Chicken Sandwich. Tangy red pepper cheese, crispy fried chicken, and that sweet hot honey. Just don't get lost in the sauce. For a limited time at What a Burger.
Chevy Silverado drivers will do a lot in the next 5 years. For their families, for their communities. But here's one thing they won't do. Pay interest on their new truck. Just announced, for a limited time, get 0% financing for 5 years on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models. Take on new adventures, make new memories, and leave the interest behind.
Chevy drives Texas. Together, let's drive.
We invited passionate soccer fans to push Nissan vehicles to the limit, just like they do with their teams. Further proof that the Nissan lineup is tested and trusted by the toughest. Hurry in to bring home a winning offer at the Nissan Summer Sales Event.
Now, well-qualified buyers get 0% APR on select model trims or get up to $2,000 total savings on the Kicks SV.
Dude.
There are trucks, and then there's the 2026 GMC Sierra, with the capability to handle what life throws your way. That's the GMC Sierra, leading where it matters most. GMC Sierra, it's the truck. During GMC Truck Month, get 0% APR for 5 years on 2026 Sierra 1500 models. Plus, no monthly payments for 130 days.
See your San Antonio area GMC dealers.
Now at Whataburger, you can get the new Big Ranch Wrap for $3, 5 premium Whata chicken bites for $4, or a Bacon Cheese Whataburger Jr. for $5. Add fries and a drink for a little more. Now that's a Whata deal at Whataburger. Download the app.
Tonight, Army Specialist Albert Ross and his family are settling into their new custom home, all thanks to the nonprofit Homes for Our Troops. Specialist Ross and his family received the keys to their new home in Spring Branch earlier today. Ross was severely injured while serving in Iraq. The house is equipped with 40+ major adaptations, exceeding ADA standards for full accessibility. This is the 439th specially adapted home that Homes for Our Troops has donated nationwide since 2004. Congratulations, y'all. Veterans in the area celebrated the Patriot Heights first annual car show, with proceeds going to a good cause, of course. Patriot Heights partnered with veterans of foreign wars to host the show, setting up classic cars, cooking brisket, and holding fundraising raffles. Event officials say they look to support local health vendors toward issues that veterans face in old age.
The whole purpose here is mainly for Alzheimer's, because we remember for those who can't.
So we reach out to the veterans to keep them busy, and we help them with the Alzheimer's side of things and connecting people to resources both in the public and the VA and DOD arena.
In addition to today's partnership with Patriot Heights, the VFW is also hosting a golf fundraiser on October 9th at Almost Basin. Hey, David.
Hey, Simone. How are you?
We have some pretty good weather this weekend, but what else can we expect?
Well, we could see some scattered showers and storms tomorrow, but I think the chances will be higher east of the I-35 corridor. Now, we're seeing an isolated storm happening right now just towards the south of San Antonio. That storm is moving over Pearsall in Frio County. It is approaching Atascosa County. I think our friends at Atascosa County should encounter the storm in the next 30 minutes or so. But let's look at the live cam in downtown San Antonio. Things look nice in San Antonio, and the current temperature 83 degrees. It is warm outside because it feels like 90 degrees at this 10 o'clock hour. Winds are coming in from the south-southeast at 14 miles per hour, and the winds, especially the direction, is the main reason why we're experiencing this warm and humid weather. And the warm and humid weather is going to stick around for the extended future. But here's a look at the radar. Here's that storm that I'm talking about right now in Frio County, producing a good bit of lightning. It was a severe thunderstorm at around 8 o'clock, so just 2 hours ago, was producing nickel-sized hail and winds of up to 60 miles per hour as it was in Maverick County getting into Zavala County. Now it has weakened, still seeing some wind speeds of up to 35 to 40 miles per hour as it moves over Pearsall, and it's moving eastward, and it's about to get into Atascosa County in the next 30 minutes. So here's everything you need to know over the next couple of days. Isolated showers and storms possible for tonight. That's exactly what happened this evening. That isolated storm formed near Maverick County and it moved eastward and will continue to move eastward into Atascosa County. Warm and humid air takes over. We'll have a ridge of high pressure that will be in place over the state of Texas, and that will cause winds to be from the south, causing more moisture and warmer air to be pumped in from the Gulf. And it will be a drier week ahead because of the effects high pressure has on the atmosphere. It drives out our rain chances. So we'll see mainly dry weather for most of the next work week. Temperatures show lower 80s across much of south central Texas. Notice down towards the south, we're seeing lower 70s in Carrizo Springs and Eagle Pass. That is because of the rain that just moved through. Typically, when you have a thunderstorm that moves through an area, it cools down the atmosphere. So that's why you have that sudden temperature drop. Here's a day planner for tomorrow. Looking at mostly cloudy skies, temperatures into the upper 80s, lower 90s. We could see some scattered rain. I think the chances will be higher east of the I-35 corridor. The general rule is that if you live closer to the coast, you'll have a higher rain chance because we'll have much more of an influence from the Gulf due to the winds being brought in from the south pumping in that moisture. So looking at the models, we could see that rain chance start around the morning as a form of sprinkles, and then in the afternoon it'll be more scattered in nature. Temperatures will be into the lower 90s. Once again, rain chances east of the I-35 corridor. And then by Monday, because of the influence of the Gulf, we could see some more isolated scattered rain showers the more east you live and potentially towards the south, such as Pleasanton and George West. Things should start to clear up as we get into Monday evening. Now, by Tuesday, our rain chances really decrease to 10% because of a ridge of high pressure, and that will drive out much of the rain chances and also be the reason why it will be very warm throughout this upcoming week. We'll have temperatures into the lower to mid 90s, and then with this humidity in place, we'll see feels like temperatures potentially into the triple digits. So here's the recap of the 14-day forecast. 30% chance of rain tomorrow. Chances higher if you live east of the I-35 corridor. 20% chance of rain on Monday. Once again, higher chances if you live east or down towards the south. And then our rain chances decrease to 10% on Tuesday, and then a 0% chance of rain on Thursday and Friday. Temperatures warm up to the mid 90s. Here's Kristen with sports.
We showed tremendous desperation, urgency, and competitive response. Hopefully we can try to bottle that up where we don't have to be down that many points to try to play with that same level of those aspects. We weren't playing good enough. We weren't consistent enough in our execution, a lot of phases of the game. I thought, a little bit more detail, I guess, but felt like we chased the game a little bit. They made some really tough shots at the end of the shot clock, and I thought that affected our approach at times and took away from just trying to play our brand of basketball.
Good notes from Mitch Johnson. The San Antonio Spurs have not lost back-to-back games since January 13th. That was up until last night's jaw-dropping 105-104 finish versus the Knicks in Game 2 of the NBA Finals. The Silver and Black showing progress between their first contest. Went on that 14-0 run late in the fourth, putting themselves in position to take this one. As you probably saw already on your TV or all over your social media today, Victor Wembanyama committed an unforced turnover in transition and missed a 17-foot jumper at the buzzer. When asked about his performance in those final moments, Victor made it clear that he needed to have more control down the stretch.
I'm still very blurry, and that's the whole problem. I need to have more poise, more control over the game. Of course, I like the shot, but I feel like in this moment you need to shoot to score. And in moments like this, it's like results matter more than process. If you know what I mean, we just need to score. I need to score. That's the whole point.
On paper, it looked like Brunson was going to be the thorn in San Antonio's side heading into this series. But when you break it down, it's actually been Karl Anthony Towns that has given the Spurs the most trouble. It takes a lot to get Victor off his game, and Towns has managed to do just that. A difficult feat, no doubt. Not even top-seeded OKC with duo MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Chet Holmgren were able to do that. Towns finished Game 2 with 21 points, 13 rebounds, and 4 assists. When asked about the matchup between Cat, Victor noted the difference it made in his execution.
It's very different from the previous series. It's bringing us into difficult areas because they're good players. He's a good player. So yeah, we just need to figure it out. We need to keep working on it. How many points they scored tonight? 105 is. We can do a little bit better. We can do better defensively.
I love that Victor is always chipping away at it. He's always looking to do better. The San Antonio Spurs, they now head to the Garden trailing 0-2, but with no doubt a better picture of what they're up against. Our sports director, Nate Ryan, he's going to be at the Garden with all the latest. Tip-off for that one is set for 7:30 p.m. on Monday. And Simone, I know that you watch Friday night's game. I know you're going to be really excited to watch Mondays as well. You told me you were basically on the edge of your seat.
I was. It was such a nail-biter, Kristen. and I mean, my hopes were excited, and I was so nervous and disappointed. It was a great game to watch, but I'm proud of our boys of how much they've conquered so far, and for many of them, this is their first time in the finals, so we're proud of y'all.
Yes,
we're proud.
yes, for sure, and like you said, just such a young team for sure.
Yes, thank you so much, Kristen.
Thank you.
Still to come, a familiar Arlington landmark is now a pile of dust. The plan for this spot overlooking I-30.
Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere.
Qualify for a new 2026 Tundra SR5 for $469 a month for 36 months.
Toyota, let's go places.
So I just started here, but my boss says when the at Davis Law Firm get involved in an injury claim, the numbers can go way up.
Yeah, I'm the one going way up. Up there to install a new billboard every time they win another case. You've seen all those on billboards, right? You know how tall those are? Ah, well, looky here. It's my boss texting. Another verdict, another ladder. I gotta go.
If you've been hurt, insurance companies are bound to make cheap offers. We'll make them pay what's fair. Want more? Call the Force.
We're here for those who build America. Those who believe that giving everything we've got today will pay off tomorrow. Who will drive America forward for 250 years to come. If that's who you are, you should pay what we pay.
Get employee pricing plus $1,500 cash on F-150, plus active military, veterans, and first responders get an additional $1,000 cash at your Best in Texas Ford dealer.
At Community First Health Plans, our Medicaid and CHIP plans provide you and your family the coverage and support you need for a strong, healthy future. Because stepping into a healthier, stronger tomorrow feels possible, with access to high-quality, specialized care when you need it most. Community First Health Plans, strength and wellness.
On behalf of the museum, San Antonio's nationally recognized children's museum, thank you, Spurs, for inspiring us all to dream big. Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
From all of us at Pizza Patron, the boss of bold Latino-inspired flavors, thank you, San Antonio Spurs, for bringing sabor to our city and flavor to the finals. Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
There's DNA. Then there's heavy-duty DNA. HDNA. It's engineered into every aspect of the GMC Sierra HD. So when the job is heavy, GMC Sierra HD reports for duty. During GMC Truck Month, get 4.9% APR plus $2,000 purchase cash on 2026 GMC Sierra heavy-duty Denali models.
So I ran some numbers. You guys might want to consider moving.
Sing west?
I doubt it.
These shall ease your grievous throat most readily.
Or maybe a saltwater gargle.
Sold. Congratulations, sir. That is a new record.
You realize a JPEG doesn't count as a financial plan, right? Maybe. I mean, yes. No?
PNC Bank believes a little boring advice goes a long way.
Built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Toyota, let's go places.
Continue with us on KENS 5 Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
Welcome back. Today was the third annual Health Career Day at the Spurs Impact Center, where a popular doctor on social media is inspiring students towards medical careers. The event is hosted by Dr. Antonio Webb, a spine surgeon with an educational media presence and YouTube following of over 1 million subscribers. The event hosted health and instrument vendors, which Dr. Webb says he wants to show what they could be capable of.
And get some hands-on experience with some instruments that I use in surgery, ultrasound, learning how to do CPR. So we're just trying to expose them to various things that they can potentially do in the future.
Dr. Webb says when he entered the field, he wanted to see more representation in the medical field as an African American, and that he founded the event and Webb Family Foundation to ignite the same passion he found in the medical field to others. We need your help feeding local kids in need. Without access to school lunches, many struggle during the summer break. Here's how you can help. Here we go. KENS 5, along with our sponsors, have a goal to fill up the food bank warehouse and feed as many children as possible. Helping is easy. All you have to do is scan the QR code on your screen. Every $1 equals 14 meals. Raising Cane's, RBFCU, and Gomez Law Firm will be accepting non-perishable donations. You can find the locations and more information on kens5.com/summer meals. And still to come, another inmate has died while in custody at the Bexar County Jail. What the sheriff's office says happened and which agency is now investigating. Welcome to KENS 5. I'm Simone Simpson. Developing tonight, we're learning there's been another death at the Bexar County Jail, the second one this week, after what the sheriff's office says was a medical episode. The sheriff's office says Reyes Antonio Chavez Jr. was admitted to the hospital on Thursday. Medical personnel responded, but he died just this afternoon. The sheriff's office believes possible detox issues may have contributed to his death. The medical examiner will make a final determination. State law requires an outside agency to investigate county jail deaths, so Castle Hills police are looking into what happened. This is the 5th inmate this year. Tonight, a man is out on bail and charged with murder has been arrested after leading authorities on a high-speed chase. 20-year-old Daniel Hernandez is accused in the 2024 murder of Ricky de los Santos. KENS 5's Mike Jimenez has the latest details on this arrest.
Deputies say before De Los Santos died, he made a dying declaration to family members and law enforcement that Hernandez was the one who shot him.
This is 20-year-old Daniel Hernandez Jr. after he was arrested by Bexar County deputies in April of 2024, accused of killing his best friend, 18-year-old Ricky de los Santos. Deputies say the two had been friends since elementary school and even shared their phone locations with each other. According to an arrest warrant, the suspect went to the victim's home to look at shoes. At some point, investigators say Hernandez pulled out a knockoff AK-47 type of gun and shot De Los Santos multiple times. Less than an hour later, De Los Santos was pronounced dead at a hospital. But the warrant goes on to state before De Los Santos died, he told his father, girlfriend, and was even captured on a deputy's body-worn camera that Hernandez was the one who shot him. Hernandez was given a $150,000 bond and was out of jail. Fast forward to Thursday, DPS says 20-year-old Daniel Hernandez Jr. led state troopers on a dangerous run through highways and back roads, hitting speeds of more than 100 miles per hour, before finally stopping on the southwest side. It all started when troopers tried to pull over Hernandez behind the wheel of a white Chevy Camaro, a routine traffic violation near Bandera Road and Loop 410. But instead, they say Hernandez sped off. The chase finally came to an end near Old Pearsall Road and Five Palms Drive, where troopers say that Hernandez was taken into custody without incident. According to online records, after the evading arrest, Hernandez's bond for murder has been up to $300,000, along with bond conditions including full house arrest.
According to online records, Hernandez is facing a $30,000 bond for the evading charge. Now coming up at 10, hear from De Los Santos' father, who is speaking to the media for the first time about this latest development. Mike Jimenez, KENS 5.
Thank you, Mike. A BCSO detention deputy faces a dishonorable discharge after being found crossing the border with an undocumented immigrant. Deputy Carlos Favela was off duty last night at 7 p.m. when officers stopped him at a checkpoint and found the migrant with him in his vehicle. Favela is now in custody and on unpaid administrative leave pending termination. He was in BCSO for 2 years. Sheriff Javier Salazar released a statement saying the department will investigate him and and, quote, let due process run its course, but my intention is to separate this person from the agency as soon as possible. He will never wear this uniform again, end quote. U.S. Customs and Border Protection is also doing their own separate investigation of the incident. A desperate search is on right now for a 15-year-old who has been missing for over a month. Dennis Rene Rodriguez was last seen in Helotes on May 1st around 6:30 p.m. The Bexar County Sheriff's Office says Dennis, who also goes by Rene, was dropped off at the Helotes Festival grounds on 1220 Leslie Road, along with his girlfriend. BCSO says he stayed in contact with his mother for about 2 weeks after he went missing, but that communication has since ended. If you know anything, call deputies at 210-335-6000. In state headlines, growing calls from a community in Brazoria County for more transparency after a Texas State University student home for the summer was shot and killed by a county deputy.
Justice for John! Justice for John! Justice for John!
The family of John Mendoza Jr., along with dozens of friends, supporters, and community activists, marched to the Brazoria County Courthouse Friday afternoon. It was early Monday morning. A deputy tried to pull over Mendoza, but the teen kept driving until he pulled into his father's garage. You can hear in police dispatch audio the shooting being referred to as an accidental discharge.
You know, what's right is right and what's just is just, and that's what we want to see.
What do you want to see ultimately?
I want to see transparency, you know, and I want to see integrity. You know, there should be arrest made, you know, because that's what integrity would bring.
The deputy is on leave while Texas Rangers investigate. The Brazoria County District Attorney's Office says the case will be referred to a grand jury for possible charges. The family plans to hold a funeral for Mendoza next Friday. It was there. Yes, you're seeing it right there. It was there for more than 40 years, but in less than a minute, it was gone. Developers took down the Sheraton Hotel in Arlington, which had been towering over I-30 since 1984. Now that dust has settled, work will continue on a new hotel property, the Americana by Lowe's. That's expected to open in about 2.5 years. Plans to reopen a summer destination in the Hill Country is on hold after a recent water quality report. Kerrville Shriner Park's beachfront will not reopen this weekend as originally scheduled. Park management says the Upper Guadalupe River Authority recommended river access be closed until further notice. The water quality concerns come after recent rainfall across the region. The closure also impacted the park community day. That event has been rescheduled to Thursday instead. Officials say they'll continue to monitor conditions and provide updates on when the beachfront can safely open again.
We have an isolated storm moving through Frio County. It's about to approach Atascosa County in the next 15 to 30 minutes. I'll be talking more about this storm and also the outlook of a very warm and humid week ahead.
Thank you, David. Still to come, gunfire at a crowded street festival. The urgent search underway after a mass shooting in Ohio tonight.
Our spending is on track.
Yes, it is. Who knows how to budget, girl? You do.
Are those your grandparents?
Yeah, we're so proud of you. So proud. We love you. They're happy.